Assalamu alaikum, this is Abdullah, Malik. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about how I became Muslim. Before Islam, I was very into this hip hop. I was really into like art, like music. I was like a lyricist. That was like the kind of stuff I was into. Gradually, I got like into the streets and became kind of like criminal. Not like a thief, I was still like a loyal person, but I was really into like the streets, just like out chilling with the wrong people, and gradually my mind got like put off on some whole other crazy stuff. So basically what happened was, throughout the years my life got crazy and I started getting into like selling drugs and stuff like that, astaghfirullah. I was just basically like conditioned to think this is what was cool, like how a lot of people are like really into the dunya. And basically what happened was, my life got really stressful. I noticed I was like under investigation, and it was kind of like a movie. Like people were all over me. Like I knew they were about to run up on me. So my life got stressed. What happened was, I came into Islam like this. I stopped what I was doing. I got a new job, and I met a man who was like in his 50s, and he told me that he was Muslim. And the man was very humble. And what he did was, we had a very basic 5-minute conversation about Islam. I said, "What is Islam?" He told me like, Islam is the worship of God alone as one. Do they believe in Jesus? Yes, he's one of the highest people in our religion, but we don't worship him. I said, that makes sense to me. So he told me that since you're interested, I'm gonna give you something. A couple weeks later, I was driving a brother home and he gave me a Quran. I started reading it right away, like late at night. And the book, it like spoke to me. It was the truth. It answered all my questions. It gave me guidance that I was looking for. And what happened was, one night I was reading it and I saw like light come out the book. Not for like 5 minutes, or for like 45 minutes. The whole night seeing light come out of the book. It was a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what happened was, I knew it was the truth. I ended up getting arrested. I lived my life out on bail for 1 year, and all I did was study the Quran. I read the whole Quran. I ended up going to prison. I went upstate for just over 1 year, and all I did was just study Deen. And that's where I really met the Muslims. I hadn't met any Muslims in my life before that time. I met the Muslims. They showed me love. They were the realest, most humble, most pious brothers ever. They showed me love, and they accepted me, So I seen the Muslim character, how the Muslims carry themselves, everything about them, and they're the most beautiful brothers, So all I did was just work out with the brothers and learn my Deen. So, inshallah, become the strongest on my Deen that I can be. And basically, that's really what it comes down to. I was kind of like locked up in a dungeon. Allah had rescued me from all this dunya, away from the wrong people, from all the wrong substances, from everything. Because that's what I wanted, but I wasn't strong enough to get away from myself. I was completely surrounded by it. So what happened was, I came into Islam, I studied my Deen, I got out of prison, and then as soon as I got out, because I grew up around the Philadelphia area in like Reading, Wyomissing, West Reading, Pennsylvania, and I moved straight to Florida. I got away from everything. It's kind of like a rebirth. There's a big Muslim community here in like Tampa area, and here I am, almost 5 years later, Muslim, trying to be strong on the Deen. So my advice for everybody is, get on your Deen hard, because this Islam is the truth. Allah, he guided me. When you live wrong and you study the Deen, you see how much more of reality it is, like the truth, to show you guidance through all of this. Like all this right here is beautiful, but it doesn't really matter. Islam helps you take your mind away from the dunya. I've been from the streets to the dungeon to the Deen. I was real on the streets, now I'm real on the Deen. That's, alhamdulillah, I feel so blessed. Allah showed me an extra sign, like seeing light come out of the Quran. I mean, I can't even explain how beautiful that was. I'd already known it was the truth before I even got to that point. But like I said, I feel super blessed. I can't even express the significance of how I feel. Islam makes you a beautiful individual, show you who the Creator is,